Well, hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how I make our tuna croquettes or our tuna patties, whichever you want to call them. And I'm going to tell you first off, I've got my heavy iron skillet over a fire here, and I'm just bringing it up real slowly because sometimes these hot pads have a mind of their own. I've got some avocado oil in here. You can use your very favorite oil. It's about yay deep, quarter inch, maybe almost half, not half, but maybe a little over a quarter. And I've got some bacon grease. And what did I do? There it is, my flat spoon. Y'all remember when we made these June the 19th of what year was that? 2021, I think. Anyway, it's a great thing. You just get you a spoon, flatten it out, and you got yourself a pretty good fine scoop. So I'm just gonna take some bacon grease, and if you don't want to use bacon grease, you can leave that part out. And I'm just gonna put that right there. Let it get down in there and start doing its thing. Okay, now first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack the last blue egg that I have. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in my bowl. Look at that, oh my goodness, that's just so pretty. My son has hens now, and that was my last blue one, so hint, hint, your mama needs some more eggs. But I'm just gonna give this, hey, there's a shell. Hang on a minute. Okay, all right, let's get one of these, and let's get that old shell out of there. Got him. Okay, crisis averted. Anyway, so I'm just gonna mix this up like this, and you can put this on top of your tuna. You can mix all this stuff up all at one time. I'm just doing that because I want to get that egg beat up good. Now, whenever I'm making tuna fish sandwiches, I use tuna in water. But if I'm gonna be making tuna croquettes or patties, I always use the tuna in oil because I don't like being popped. And if I make tuna croquettes with tuna that's packed in water, it's gonna pop like all get out, and I ain't a fan of that. Okay, to this, and I actually I've never used a recipe ever, so I did sit down and try to figure out a recipe, and I got it pretty perfect. It's in my cookbook, and I'm not gonna use it today. My taster changes every time I get in the kitchen. But I'm gonna use about a half a teaspoon of some salt. Use your favorite. And I'm going to use lemon pepper. When I have lemon pepper, I use it. When I don't have lemon pepper, I don't use it, obviously. But it gets kind of gummy. So let's just put it's about, I don't know, half teaspoon or so, just to your flavors. To your flavor says, that's enough stuff. And then the garlic powder, wipe that lemon off of there. Mother would never have put lemon pepper and garlic powder in hers. Never ever. But I ain't her. I'm me. She also never put dill in hers either. She used salt and pepper. I think that's about it. But I really like dill in mine, and so I don't mind using just a little extra. Now, if you like onions, you can, and you have some onions, you can absolutely chop whichever kind, if it's green or purple or yellow or whatever you've got, you can put that in there. And if you don't have any onions, and you can put onion flakes in it, and that would be great too. But this one, I don't put onion powder in here except when I do. I didn't today. Mood didn't strike me. Okay. And I mentioned these are gluten-free. Well, they are, but yours do not have to be. You can use whatever you want to. Mother used cornmeal, not cornmeal mix. She never used that. She'd use cornmeal. I like to use the gluten-free panko, and these are plain. They make regular panko that's not gluten-free, and they make it that has Italian seasoning in it. And I'm just going to put about a couple tablespoons in there. We're going to see how this looks. Okay, and this recipe actually is on my website, and you can go there if you want the printed version. I'll try to remember to put the link. And why did I not bring a rubber spatula back here? Okay, let's see. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Get that all mixed up. Not yet. This is the original fast food down here on the farm. You know, a lot of times you think they're going to stay in the field all day, and so you fix them a dinner bucket, and the next thing you know, they call you at 10 o'clock and say, I'm going to be home for dinner. You got to have something in your back pocket you can whip up really quick. Tuna patties and fried potatoes are that ticket for me. Okay, so now, let's see, let me get some of this up so you can see what I'm kind of going to do here. Alrighty, now the way I do mine, you can just pat him out every how you want to, but I like to dump mine out on some parchment or wax paper. And of course, when you start in the kitchen, you know your hands are always clean. But I just try to figure out how many patties I think I want out of it. Let's see, I think I'm gonna try to get 3. Let's see, let's get a little more on that one. You don't have to be this persnickety. And most of the time I'm not, sometimes I am. And if you feel like at this point you need more, what's that stuff called? Panko, go ahead and add some more. And if you get too much, they're gonna be kind of dried out. And so I don't recommend getting too much. And if you notice my Christmas tree behind me, today is January the 6th. It's the Feast of the Epiphany, and that's the day the Christmas decorations come down. So that's what your old girl KD over here, Kimmy Driftwood, is going to be doing this afternoon. Let's see if I want to use all of that. Yeah. So I've enjoyed it. I really have. I think this cute little tree back here is just precious. And we did this together. Which one of these needs a little more? Put it in that one. We did this tree together in a live, and that was great fun. I probably should have added a little more panko to those, but I didn't, and it's gonna be okay. Let me show you what I'm gonna do now. Sometimes when I use cornmeal, I do this. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do this with panko, sometimes I don't. But you just have to do your own thing now. Okay, let's put some of this in here and see if we're hot enough yet. I'm gonna cut that heat up a little bit more. So I just like to take it and kind of pat it in there. Kind of gives it more crispy crisp. And I know a lot of people, Daddy and I do not like salmon patties or salmon patties. You know, it's like salmon if you get it at a restaurant or if it's nice with lemon butter. But if you're making patties out of it, it's salmon patties. But Daddy and I didn't like them. We didn't like mackerel either. So we always had tuna patties around our house. Okay, so let me flip you over. Give you a little more right here. So, what did y'all prefer? Do y'all like tuna? Y'all like mackerel? Do you like salmon? Just let me know. You can put a comment down there on what you like. And we all like what we do, what we like, don't we? I think our mother set us up with our taste buds. And most of the time, our taste buds end up being kind of like our mamas or daddies, whoever did your cooking. Not there yet. Okay, y'all. I'm going to let this heat up, and I'll get back with y'all whenever it is heated up, and I'm going to go wash my hands. See you back here in a minute. Okay, my oil is hot, and when I'm using an iron skillet, I like to test it around the edges too to see if it's really hot, because you know it conducts heat upwards. So we're just going to pick these up like this and ease them off. Woo! Listen to that. Love it. All right, let's get you, big boy, over here. Put you right there. Let's see. Scoot his hind end needs to be scooted over so he'll fit in that place I've got for him right there. So let's put him right here. Now I'm gonna let these fry until they're golden on the bottom. I'm not gonna touch them. I'm not gonna scoot them around. I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm not gonna pass go. Collect $200. We're just gonna let them sit here and do their thing. So I will flip these over and turn y'all back on when they are ready for that part. So I'll see you back here in a minute. It smells so good. I tell you what, while we're waiting, I'll tell you I found a new ketchup. Not sponsored. It's just that when I find something I like to share it with my friends. Now we are a Heinz household. Always have been a Heinz household for the fancy ketchup. Which, why is it called fancy ketchup? Is there like ordinary ketchup? Anyway, I found Whataburger does not have cane syrup. It doesn't have high fructose corn syrup. Does not have any. And you know, we're going for healthier And in 2025, we're getting rid of a lot of the things that our bodies does not need high fructose corn syrup. So this Whataburger, y'all, me and my taste buds think it tastes almost exactly like Heinz. So if you like Heinz, maybe you'll like that too. So let's just check over here and see what these are gonna flat fall apart whenever I flip them. They are gonna flat fall apart. So I'm gonna let them sit here and cook just a little bit longer, and they'll firm up on the bottom. So I'll see you back in a minute. Okay, we got my big spatula. Okay, y'all remember green stamps and True Value stamps? I got this when I was in high school, and I graduated in 1981. My mama had more stamps than she needed, so I got a spatula. So let's just use this and see if we can't turn these over without making a big old mess. Want to? Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay, let's flip this other one over too. And not pull the burner off on my foot. I probably should have some shoes on. Okay, let's see. Let's get this other one turned over. Yes, I know. I should have made them smaller, but I didn't. Because my husband is going to say, well, just give me one, no matter what size they are. And so because I want him to have more protein, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And it's no big deal, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to let these sit here until they get done on this side, and then I'm going to take them up and put them on a rack. Easy peasy. So I'll see y'all back after I take these up. Don't go nowhere. Okay, I'm done. Y'all know I'm not a professional chef. I'm a housewife that cooks for my family. Sometimes they come out right, and sometimes they come out not right, but this one fell apart, and you know what? It is still good, and it is still crunchy. No problem. But looky here. Not good, look good. All right. Let me tell you, you can turn your oven on about, as low as it'll go. Mine goes to 170. You can fix these up, put them on a cookie sheet, on a rack, whatever, and put them in there, and they'll hold until your family gets home. And that's what I do a lot of times. That's what I'm gonna do today. But I gotta have me some ketchup. And with hot tuna fish croquettes, I like cold ketchup. So, to see how we did, since they don't look the best. Let's see what we think, because taste is what matters, isn't it? Y'all, after all that holiday food, casseroles for days, lousy. Sometimes I just want some tuna fish patties, some fried potatoes, some soup beans, and a pan of cornbread. And your girl here is a happy girl. All right, y'all. We are going to tackle 2025. Not everything is perfect. Whenever I was taking this up, I thought, I'm just going to scrap this whole video and start all over. Then I thought, tuna fish is not going down in price at the grocery store, is it? So because this is what we're fixing to sit down and eat, me and my man. So I'll see you next time, and y'all go do something fun. Bye, y'all.